cooling.
All right, welcome back. Let's step outside, take a peek through our News 4 Tucson HD Skynet camera. We call it Tower Cam, looking south and beyond at downtown. As the evening cools off quickly, the lights take on a whole different quality when the weather gets colder. A little more twinkle and a little more clarity. So here we go.
Yeah. I want to share with you a special image that was just tweeted out by the National Weather Service here in Tucson. Let's take this, and this is something fancy. It's called the VIIRS, and this is a product. It's a visible infrared radiometric product. Fancy way of saying basically anything out there in the sky, this device can capture. And if you look at those two arrows right there, and you see the circles in pink, that indicates where that visible blowing dust was right between Eloy and Picacho Peak today. So
that's something, considering the whole area is dust.
It really is, Christy, and that's a pretty state-of-the-art instrument that we use to be able to detect these things. But you know what? We always tell you the best detection is you out there. And if you are out there and you are running into situations like that, always pull to the side of the road and make sure those lights are off and your foot is off the brake. All right, looks like we are starting to clear things out. Our blowing dust advisory has been allowed to expire. Interestingly enough, we're seeing some moisture across extreme sections of northeastern Arizona, Apache, Navajo counties, down here in southeastern Arizona, just a lot of wind. This storm, it's a very powerful storm. You can see that low pressure spinning around. Not a ton of moisture with it, and that's because the beginning of the storm started all the way up here in Canada. When these storms originate over land, there's just not a lot of moisture, right? We'd not like to get these storms to originate over the Pacific Ocean to see some more moisture with it, but needless to say, it's still a potent system carrying a lot of wind with it and some cooler air. Wait till you see the forecast. Top wind speeds today, 33 mile per hour here. That was a gust in Tucson. Casa Grande, just 26. But again, these are just individual stations. We don't have stations every square mile, and we had some reports of winds much stronger than that, gusting perhaps to 40, even 45 miles per hour with very little rain, very dry ground. Doesn't take much for those winds to pick up the dust and get it whipped up. Now, calm winds in Prescott, under 10 miles per hour Phoenix, and looks like from Tucson, points south and east, and especially in Cholos where the strongest winds are, and that's courtesy of where that cold front resides. Low pressure swings through. Behind it, cool air tomorrow. In fact, I think the coolest high temperatures we've seen in 196 days. That brings us back to April 17th. Halloween, slight warm up, maybe a bit of a warm up more than that by Friday, but still we're going to keep things in check. High temp today in Tucson, 83. Only 74 in Phoenix, 56 in Prescott. Does that tell you where the cold front is? Moving this way, marching on down. 74, live look outside. West winds at 14 and barometric pressure holding steady. Elsewhere, we're 71 in Green Valley, 66 in Sierra Vista, and 66 in Casa Grande. Let's talk your forecast then. Upper 40s to near 50 with partly cloudy skies, Cochise, Santa Cruz County. Near 50 for Midtown. But here's the big game changer. Tomorrow, look at the daytime highs. We're not talking 30 degrees warmer than our lows. Upper 60s district-wide, maybe a 70 in the western deserts like Abra Valley, and only 60s, still some breezes, Cochise, Santa Cruz. True V4 extended, 69 tomorrow, a cool day. Halloween Thursday, 74, 79 Friday. Look at the nighttime lows, though, in the low 40s, so dress accordingly for those trick-or-treaters. Back to the 80s Saturday and Sunday, maybe more 70s early next work week. All right, keep it here. We're coming right back.
Moving? Don't hurt yourself. Call